Hopefully you hear the music. That's always my biggest hope when I start the show. Do they hear the music? Now you're gonna like all the topics, but do you hear the music? Vigilante Williamson here on the 75th episode of my show, the Vigilante Williamson Show. It is not Friday. It's not Casual Friday, despite the thumbnail, because I didn't change it. It is November 6th, Saturday, November 6th, a Saturday episode. We've had Saturday episodes before. I think we may have more as a kind of like if I'm feeling funky on Fridays, do a makeup episode on Saturday around the same time. Probably do better on the Saturday episode and then still do the late Saturday night, which, you know what? Maybe I should leave it to you guys. Would you guys rather the Saturday night show stay or just get an extra episode during the day on Saturdays? Like today, I'm going to do both. But, you guys let me know. I may toss a poll since I have the community tab now. But thank you all for being here. Thank you all. I appreciate you all being here. I appreciate anyone who's watched my videos and supported me throughout the week and weeks and year or so. Not everyone's been here the whole year, but thank you all from whenever you got here, because it's been pretty much a year. A lot of you guys have been here a lot of year and a half, whatever it's been since I started. So thank you all. I appreciate all the support. I want you guys, if you're able to support another creator, you guys know him and love him. 24/7 Fusion Media, your boy. Actually, I was just watching a video he had that was pretty fucked up about a Travis Scott festival or concert that a lot of people got trampled on. That sounds terrible, man. He covers a lot of stuff. He's at 600 subs. We got him to 600 subs. He got himself to like 599 or whatever. But one of you guys with an extra couple subs to get him over to 600. And man, he had a stream yesterday. You guys got to check it out. You just seriously, I don't usually go so hard telling you guys to check something out. I really suggest you guys check out 24/7 Fusion Media stream from yesterday. He does a pre-show for Friday Night Tights. I would suggest you guys check it out. Some of you guys were actually in the chat, so some of you guys know what I'm talking about. It was a really good stream. And hopefully I have a really good stream for you guys. This was supposed to be a casual Friday, but insomnia and my terrible job. I keep getting these shitty jobs, man. This job, only God knows how long I'll last at it. Because they literally lied to me about what they hired me for, and now just having me do a totally different job that I did not agree to and would not have left my other job if I knew I was going to do this. So that's just fun for me. Actually, me and my brother are realizing, like, with this worker crisis, the few people that are working and the people who are getting new jobs in this era are going to get shitty jobs or get lied to or get all sorts of shit just for them to fill positions. And my brother has a totally different job. He's just started. It's like really janky, and it's just like, what the fuck is going on? So I'm pretty fucking angry about that. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm like red in my eyes, steaming about being lied to what I was hired to do. As much as this job is taking my time, I've rescheduled this whole channel around this new job. Let's just say I want to punch an autistic dude in the dick. But that's neither here nor there. That's not what we're going to talk about today. This is going to be still in the spirit of what Casual Fridays have been, and I've only done one previous episode. Still, I'm going to try to not give in to the anger, not talk about all the stressful thing. We do have one, the lead story. We'll be talking about something pretty depressing, but still be more of a laid back and casual experience, similar to VW Casual, a show that, was the mid-season replacement for the Vigilante Williamson show. And so it's a little bit more laid back, not as many stories. So we'll cover more laid back stuff. I'll be a little bit more on the bounding, a little less post-millennial. We got one story from post-millennial, which actually probably is also on bounding. But that's neither here nor there. How are you guys? Let's see who's here in the chat. I got Pat Ass, who was here a little earlier. Shout out Pat Ass. I think he was probably there during the stream with 24/7 Fusion Media. Noble Iro, hell. Actually, you know what? I know you're the pickiest guy on creators, and it makes me feel honored that you're here. I think you would like 24/7 Fusion Media. I really do. And yeah, no hello to Dildo. Only Buzz of Dildo's here. We'll see. Code Era. The code is the eras. How am I doing? Like I said, pretty angry, but happy to be here with you guys. You guys are like my best friends on earth, and I'm not joking. That's probably sad because I've never met any of you, but I love you all. So thank you. Low spec Linux laptop. Linux runs on low spec laptop, so it works. It works. Hell, shout out to the Penguins. Hello everyone. He says he's small time. I think he's big time, and your heart and mind. Small time. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Yeah, this is me having an internet issue because I don't know what the hell's going on with my internet. It just drops out. It'll just say, all right, I don't want to work for like 10 minutes. So that happened. Vigilante Williamson says, bright as day. Hell, bright as day. So you hear my voice. Maybe you didn't hear the music. I don't know. Long March. I'm lost on that. Smello, everybody. Smello, everybody. Yeah, it's not late night. We will do a late night show. We'll do a late night show Saturday night. Oh, I'm sorry, I jumped. Got a buzz. Sensation Dildo is here to impress. What's up? Saturday night. Yo, Dildo. We like to congregate around the show. You do, and I'm glad that you guys do. I'm glad you guys do. What's up? What's up? Lit says low spec Linux laptop. And Fish Chozo had a stream, so please check that out. And I saw you, was it Jedi Bill stream that you were on? Because I lurk on other channels. And I think you might have been on Jedi Bill stream. Whoever stream, and if you had another stream, cool, man. Cool. Pre-show, yes, pre-show show, please. About I can't tell you how many minutes in, but he goes for a good 2 hours. And it's like, rant, it doesn't really do it justice. I think anyone could rant. It was an impassioned plea about the situation we're in and the totality of the situation. I'm not radicalizing my man 24/7, but he had a lot to say and it inspired me. I'd be lying. I was, and then every time I think I got the answers, they change the questions. No. And the one thing I gotta say, the paying is good. The pay is good. I am working from home though. That's the thing. I'm working from home. I'm working from home. The pay is good, but they lied to me about what I was hired to do. There's no other way to put it. And now they want me to be more of a middle manager type. I didn't sign up for this. You know what? There was a time when I was in slimmer shape and a little bit a little bit better looking, and I thought, who knows what would happen. Listen. Now I'm like 8,000 pounds, but when I was slimmer, I thought about hopping on gear. Something that I'll talk about the first story. The one guy didn't want to do because we just want to talk about the Batman's budget. It's a nothing story. And its own bounty. So we're like, yeah, well, this is casual. It's casual Saturday instead of casual Friday. Not that I would have done Gigolo, but who knows? Who knows? It didn't happen. I just got fat again. Over 40 years old, my streams are going strong. Why? Need a doctor's finger, someone special. I don't know if that's the type of stream I'm talking about, but I appreciate Wookiee Supremacy being here nonetheless. Vigilante Gigolo. Again, too much jiggle, so I don't think the Gigolo gig will work. Got to get less wiggle in my middle for that. Hey, Wookie. Guys saying hey to each other. Hey. I not only did I see it, I commented on it, and that also while I was dealing with the issue with my I talked about it right at the rip. That fucking issue that Travis Scott concert where people got trampled. That's this, 24 broke the story to me. Me seeing that video a few minutes ago was the first time I heard of it. That sounds horrible. My brother's in Houston. It's funny, if it wasn't for him working so much, he might have went to something like that. He's a Travis Scott guy and Drake guy. Man, and 300 people injured, 8 people dead in a trampling incident. It's like, oh man, whose concert was it in Cincinnati? I want to say The Who had a concert in the 70s where something similar happened. Yeah, I know it was in Cincinnati. I know that much, but it was a concert, and it may have been other people on that show as well. in the 70s where a lot of people were trampled. And that's the only thing I could think of a parallel. It's very sad situation. Prayers to anyone in Houston, anyone who went to that concert and suffered injuries or worse. Now, internet friends are better in real life because they all come with an off button. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Hell VW. Hell Parrothead. Hell Parrothead. Small Time says you could hear the music. So that's good. That's good. And Fitz Chozo does pop in. Jedi Bill. Jedi Bill's a cool dude. He's a cool dude. Wookie doesn't watch FNT. I'm going to no comment that because I don't want to get myself into trouble. It was a confession. He didn't do anything wrong though. I know what you mean by confession, but it was to me, it was an impassioned speech. It's something that I suggest anyone who's in this community, this alliance, this fellowship, whatever you want to call it. If you take it seriously, I would check that video out and check that stream out. It's well worth it. And no, Phoebe Waller-Bridge is still alive, Stovepipe. We are not wishing for any feminists, no matter how unsufferable they are, to pass in the Vigilante Williamson show. That's not what we do here. That's not what we do. You inevitable wear, you wear multiple hats, but there are like sets of roles that I was supposed to do that I'm not doing, and different roles that they're trying to give to me. It's like, if you would have told me this was the case, I would not have taken the job. So that's the thing. Naughty, no, that's not what you get. You get the women that can't get laid, the femcels. But the femcels have higher standards than the regular chicks. That's why they can't get laid. Because there's a loser that will fuck a femcel. And yeah, that's kind of the only gigolo I remember is Deuce Bigelow, unless Val Venus counts. But he was a porn star wrestler. I don't think he was a real porn star. I think that was just a gimmick. Oh shit, heard about the Stampede. How bad was it again? More than 300 people were injured in it, and 8 people reportedly have already passed. That's terrible. And I don't know, of those injured, if more are going to add to that list. I saw parts of the video of people getting into the concert. They had no ability to stop that. I don't know where security was. But hey, you know what? We're in a staffing crisis all across the board, every fucking industry. I don't see that. I didn't see that much security staff. There was a few people, and they were trying to do the best they could. I'm like, what the fuck are they going to do? And Loose Cannon 84 Hell tells me that 70s concert was indeed the Who. Was indeed the Who. And we didn't say anything about Diamond Dave. I'm not going to read that comment, since you do, though. Oh, yeah. Last concert was Jimmy Buffett. No, yeah, there's 0% chance of getting trampled by Jimmy Buffett. Not in Margaritaville. Yeah. You guys you're too negative. I don't wish death upon people. That's just bad karma, bad energy. Hell, Sherry. Hey, people. Hey, Sherry. Hey. Standards don't. Femcels, yeah, they can be mutants. But I'm telling you, they have. Those femcels are the bougiest bitches on earth. And they'll find a way to blame Orange Man. I don't think Orange Man can be blamed. And Sherry saying hi to Cinch Dildo, and he's crying laughing. I'm not sure what he's crying laughing to. All right. Yeah. Prayers to everyone in that concert. Matter of fact, we can, since this is a more casual episode, no story I'm married to, we can talk a little bit about that. Let's see. Let me go on the Google machine and see what happened. Again, shout out again. Another reason you should be subbed to 24/7 Fusion Media. He'll break a story like this. He does so many news stories. Hey, Rough Girl. Another channel you should check out. Check out Rough Girl. She's growing her channel. So yeah. So they canceled. It was a festival. They canceled the festival. 8 dead and hundreds injured at Astroworld Festival. So let's actually toss it up here. So yeah, 8 dead, hundreds injured. According to 24, about 300 were injured. It could have been more. This happened in Houston. 8 people died Friday. Hundreds of others were injured on an opening night of a popular music festival at NRG Park. This is the 3rd annual Astroworld Festival. It was a sold-out concert event. Had multiple acts there. Remember, live music is just now getting back. Live entertainment is just now getting back to be normalized. And this is horrible. And it started around 9:15 p.m., where approximately 50,000 concert goers start to move towards the front of the stage. These are massive stages, and once they start to move toward the front of the stage, that's when all the nightmare began. So the crowd compressed towards the stage. People began to panic. This is terrible, man. They said around 300 patients have been treated at the field hospital since the event began. Wow, some of the victims were as young as 10 years old. I'm sorry to skim through it, man. So wow. So I guess Travis Scott had Drake there, and that's what the crowd ran to get close to that demon Drake. Jesus Christ. And of course, the medical, they have medical tents and stuff. They got overwhelmed quickly. This is just a terrible situation. Terrible situation. And I guess they ended up canceling the rest of the event. This is the Astroworld Festival. Says our hearts are with the Astroworld Festival family tonight, especially those we lost and their loved ones. We are focused on supporting local officials however we can. With that in mind, this festival will no longer be held Saturday. As authorities are mentioned in their press conference earlier, they're looking into the series of cardiac arrests that took place. If you have any relevant information on this, please reach out to Houston Police. Thank you to our partners in the Houston Police Department and the Fire Department at Energy Park for the response and support. So this is a horrifying story. I'll probably be running away from Drake as well. It was a Drake and Travis Scott, which I'm sure you're huge fans of both, Wookie. They could, Ascension Dildo, use this to put more restrictions on live events. I thought I was a conspiracy theorist. Not sure if you're going there. But this is just a horrible event. Again, this has happened before. You guys are talking about blaming Orange Man. This is just a horror. This is just one of those things. It happened in the 70s. This is not the first time something like this has happened. It happened in the 70s. And this is the video that actually 24 is on 24's video that I saw of people getting into the park. So that a lot of people waiting to get in, they rushed in. They rushed in. This is not going to be good. This is look at this. Look at this. And then wait till you see the staff. Look at one guy. I don't know what he tried to trip somebody. He's just trying to be a blockade. This guy right here, he's providing some help. I guess. And then there's another guy that just grabs randos. Look at this, just pushing people. What is that doing? Look at this shit. This is to get into the concert. He knocked somebody down. He just kept moving. He provide nothing. I know one motherfucking thing. Travis Scott is going to lose a lot of fucking money because you got to refund all the Saturday tickets or anyone who had a pass to get in both days. That's minimum. You got to pay out a lot of money to all the people. There's a guy with a horse. That'll help. So their answer to stop people from trampling each other, trample them with a horse. Therefore, they can't trample each other. This is not the incident that happened. This is just them getting in. And again, one guy is just pushing people and providing no assistance. They're trying to trick people, but they're not doing anything. And then look at this. Leave the women alone. Jesus Christ. For fuck's sake, this is a mess. And this is before the shit hits the fan. One organizer, people are, the one guy doing anything, he's grabbing motherfuckers and sitting them over there. So yeah, complete mess. And that's not the incident that caused all the issues. That's just getting into the damn show. So this was a nightmare, man. This was a nightmare. 100,000 tickets were sold in May within an hour. This is a huge event. Last year it got canceled during the pandemic, unfortunately. So this is through Live Nation. Live Nation is going to be the ones. Whoever's on the hook, it's going to be a nightmare for them. This is going to be a huge loss of money, an incredible loss of life. This is a nightmare scenario. I can't tell you if the staffing issues caused a lot of that security stuff, because if they couldn't even keep people from getting into the concert, there was no way they were going to protect people when they got in. Just a terrible story to start off. This is the whole point of doing a casual day is to kind of decompress from stories like this. Maybe they'll use it to put restrictions, back to what Ascension Dildo said. But yeah, this is a nightmare. And Wookie, Travis Scott, and Drake. They've been around for like a decade. Come on, man. Come on. I know who Billie Eilish is, and I've never heard her song. You can know who these people are. Yeah, I'm not a Drake guy either, loose cannon. So it was a festival. There wasn't bands. There wasn't a band. No, there was not a guitarist, a drummer, a bassist, and a lead vocalist. There were rappers, and not candy rappers. Shit music for the tone deaf. Drake is a Stranger Things fan. I don't think it has anything to do with the show. I don't think it has to do with the show. He's on the he should be on the P3DO list. I guess she's grown, basically grown now. I know she's like 17, but I mean, I never stopped musicians before. Be a top-notch security guy. Just top-notch, top of the line security, man. What was the security in Friday called? I forgot it, but that's what I'm thinking of. Just losers, man. So if they couldn't keep that event secure or people going into the concert, there was no way they were going to keep that shit secure when people got into that festival. Yes, cool guy got a horse. I got a horse, guys. Everything is good. Running to Walgreens. Yeah, well, only in California. Those are the ones you want to get. Everywhere else you can get prosecuted. I don't see that happen. Oh, stop. We just talked about the 70s, bro. Come on, bro. We just talked about the Who concert in the 70s when this happened. The same shit happened. This doesn't happen at most concerts. This is a very rare thing to happen. Oh, man. So miss me with that shit. Just attending the Drake concert is a nightmare in itself. I do agree with that. I'm not a Drake guy. Are they gonna beat Travis ass like it's a rented mule? That sounds like a some JR from the old wrestling would say. Rented mule. He's getting his ass beat like a government mule. Caught up now. Jeez. Acme? Yeah, Acme Security. So opinion. They will use this. They might. Somebody Central Dildo said that Forbidden Ruin. This might be used for more restriction. As an excuse to initiate lockdowns if people don't comply and obey. This could be. Who isn't metal? But you mentioned Caucasians, and I can't imagine that was a lot of melanated people at that Who concert. That's because, what OSHA had to say the other day, they will fine people up to 135 grand if they don't comply and obey. So they're going to run the same methods that they did in Australia. Australia is seizing people's land, seizing people's property for lack of compliance with just these fines, because you can be fined for going outside. So they're fining people to death and seizing their shit, and that's what they're going to do here. That's what they're going to do here. That's what they're planning on doing here. I hope that thin blue line is going to work out for everybody who was just blindly backing police, because they're the ones who are going to enforce this shit. As far as the Astroworld thing, that's a very nightmarish situation. I prayers for everybody involved. I can't help but to think the shortage of workers, because there was no security there. Had a little bit of an impact. Then again, when you talk about a massive concert, all moving at once to rush the stage, 50,000 people to rush the stage, that I don't know how much security could have impacted that. It's just a terrible situation. They'll do it to tamp down Let's Go Brandon chants. OSHA is a mess. The world is burning, let's masturbate. You're in your own Central Dildo. But I get, you know what? Being a Central Dildo, I understand why that's your thought process. So Canada started threatening people with seizure of property if they didn't comply with the poke demands. Yeah, as if food prices aren't bad enough. Now this. It's not about health, because what are you doing to the health of all those people you're oppressing? This is demonic, man. Really demonic. I didn't hear OSHA say that. It's weird that OSHA can now regulate everybody on Earth and shit. Like I said with my job, if I don't have the job in 8 weeks, I'm not gonna be so sad. Because if my job, they have not said anything about the Pope. They say something, I'm saying, hey, I'll work up until that last day, but I'm not gonna get it. So you guys do what you want. Those are old hippie boomers going to see the Who. Well, they weren't boomers. Well, they were boomers, but they weren't old. They were dirty and hippies. Slayer has the gnarliest pit in the game. Never seen one get hauled in the ambulance. I guess. I mean, those pits at really like metal and punk concerts can get violent, but they're organized. They're organized though, and yet Drake does suck. I'm not a Drake fan. You're the one who start tossing like race and shit into it. I'm like, what the fuck? The Let's Go Brandon meme is annoying me, but it's like the only thing we have to tell them they suck. So it sucks because it annoyed me like a couple after like because most of these things last a week or two. After they lasted more than a week or two, I'm like, okay, let's go, Brandon. But it's like it is a cool way of telling people. It's overdone. It's already jumped the shark. But like, what else do we have to tell them they suck? Memeology covered a 1 minute video of those women saying a 1 minute comply and obey at least 5 times. Did not check this out. Not check that out. Yeah, punk shows can get pretty violent, but those are a little bit more. Or it's not a bunch of people at once rushing the stage. It's like, okay, we're in a pit, and it's there's a violence to the dancing and to the reaction to the music, but like everyone there is usually accustomed to it, or even if they're their first few times, some noobs there, they get accustomed to it. That wasn't an organized element of violence or whatever that's a part of the show. That was a bunch of people seeing a guy that they like. I'm not a Drake guy, but they are, right? They're kids. And they all said, oh, Drake. And they all ran to the stage all at once. And then the people who were in front of them got either smushed or trampled. I mean, that's what happened. Yeah, fuck Drake. What's the point of a punk concert if it ain't violent? Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of those people who go to a Travis Scott or Drake concert, they're 15. This is maybe their first concert. You know what I mean? My first concert was Outkast in the festival. But like we didn't trample the stage. No, everybody didn't run or rush the stage. So yeah, it's annoying watching big tech and big government squirm. But yeah, watching them squirm, how people can get fired in Canada for saying it. People getting banned on Facebook for saying it. Oh God, I don't care about the Orange Man at all. Either way, I don't care about him. And no, they let up. We're talking about how boring the meme is as an annoying thing. I'm not saying I don't like Biden, but it's like like just seeing it everywhere. It's just like you can't help but to roll your eyes with anything that gets said that much. I'm for the meme because fuck Joe Biden. And fuck this establishment and these demonic individuals that are oppressing us and calling themselves our government. Man, it is annoying to see it everywhere. It's overdone. Maybe that's the best word. It's overdone. I get it. And it's not It's not about let's respect Joe Biden by not saying let's go Brandon. It's about like it's annoying to constantly see. But yeah, the entertaining element is seeing people squirm. So it's here to we're pro Let's Go Brandon channel, I guess. And I'm not a Joe Biden guy. The meme is a bit overdone. We'll keep going. My Russia collusion was terrible too. But I don't care about I don't care about the wrestling like political climate. Let's talk about something that none of us care about: the Batman's budget. This is a decompression story. I don't really give a fuck about the Batman. I don't really give a fuck about the budget. I kind of, if anything, I've been wondering how the fuck these movies get such crazy budgets. But because we've been talking about fucking people being trampled, because we've been talking about all this crazy shit, I just need a story to talk about that doesn't drive me fucking crazy. But again, with Russia collusion, that again got old. Like I didn't care about that shit because I believe it's all a work, man. I believe the elections of the past forever, ever since they popped Kennedy, they were done letting any of this shit have any legitimacy. So I think they've been works. Every president we've had, everyone has been a work. That's neither here nor there. So Sparkly Boy, which who knows if he sparkles? We shouldn't call him Sparkly Boy. Robert Pattinson, his Batman budget is surprisingly lower than normal films. It's not the least expensive movie for Warner Brothers, but it's lower than normal for this franchise compared to what they spent over the last 15 years. And this would include the Nolan films. So if they got this movie done for $100 million, Matt Reeves deserves like credit for that. Because fucking reportedly, and I still do not believe these numbers, but apparently Wonder Woman 84 last year, somebody said that was a $200 million movie. I couldn't tell you how. I don't know where the dollars were spent. I don't know if a lot of that money got slipped into envelopes in the people's pockets. Yeah, Batman doesn't need a big budget. That doesn't mean they won't use a big budget. So they got this done for $100 million, which makes sense. I mean, you could do this movie for $100 million. And this Man of Steel cost $225 million, $250 million for Batman versus Superman, and $300 million for the Justice League, plus another 70 for the Snyder Cut. So almost $400 million in Justice League money. God damn. So Noble, you heard 250M for Wonder Woman? Fuck, that's wild. Or are you talking about the Batman movie? Yeah, Vampire Batman. Vampire Batman. And Fizz is back. Guess who's back again? Fizz is back. Tell a friend. So yeah, the Wonder Woman, $200 million. Now Joker was short, smaller budget, about $40 million. Because there were no visual effects. If there were, I'm trying to think, was there any CG? There may have been one scene that had some. And I'm trying to maybe some of the shots of the city. Most of the shots of the city were even real. So yeah, I don't think there was no visual effects in that movie. And about $40 million, made $1 billion. One of the most it may be. Joker may be the most profitable movie of all time. Somebody correct me on that. That's not accounting for inflation, by the way, but not accounting for inflation. Joker might be the most profitable movie of all time because it cost $40 million to make, or $40 million to make, and they made $1 billion. If it cost $40 billion, they would have got ripped off. So yeah, these budgets interest me because they're so wacky, man. The first Batman cost $35 million. That's not adjusted for inflation. And $80 million for the second one. If you adjust for inflation, though, those are probably expensive movies. Let me get the old inflation calculator out and see. Inflation calculator. Batman came out in 89, the first one, and Batman Returns is 92. I'm going to go with the year before each one because that's when these movies are actually produced and paid for. So let's go with 1988 for Batman 89 when it was actually being produced, and $30 million. Let's see how much $30 million is in today's dollars. 1,000 million, 30 million. Okay, so let's calculate. Still $70 million. That's what the if you adjust for inflation, Batman 89 was made for about $70 million, which is actually pretty incredible. Which shows that there's got to be a way to get good movies for a lower budget. Let's see, 1991 for the Batman Returns, which was 1992 when it came out. I should just put the 8 in front of it. It's thousands, a million. It's 80 million. Okay. Yep. That was almost $200 million. So no wonder he didn't come back after that. Even though I thought it made more of his budget. Jesus, inflation sucks. But yeah, that's because these were numbers without adjusting for inflation. I think it made double that. So it did make. I'm pretty sure this is based off memory. Batman Returns made about 160 million in its original release, and Batman 89 made like 200 million, if I remember correctly. So yeah, the first Batman Begins 150 million to make. Dark Knight Rises was 250 million to make. Jeez. So apparently he got this done for 100 million. If Matt Reeves did it, he deserves credit. If these numbers are to be believed, when fucking Wonder Woman is costing $200 million, and you can see with inflation how everything has been doing, he deserves a lot of credit. And De Niro hasn't been alive since the 90s. You think this is what's the guy? I don't know why I'm saying what's the guy. The Beatles, Paul McCartney situation. Is Wookie saying we've had a Paul is dead situation for Robert De Niro this whole time? You know what, Central Dildo, you're right. They should have gave the money to the UN so they could solve world hunger, as they would clearly do with Elon's money. Wonder Woman was what, 84, 80% CGI, but the CGI looked shitty. It wasn't even good CGI. Yeah, 25 million, the interest alone. Yeah, I could live off 25 million for the rest of my life. I could live off way less than that. Way less than that. What is going on? We're talking about, let's see. Okay. I still don't like the Butcher Chevrolet, that Sparkles Batmobile. Call them Sparkles. I can disable the SOB by pulling the wiring and walking off unseen. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff exposed on that Batmobile. It doesn't look secure. It's a damn shame. And no Bible was talking about Wonder Woman as far as 250. 250 million. Did you guys see Wonder Woman 84? Did that look like a movie that cost 250 million to you? The Kilmer Batmobile was ridiculous. Is that the one that went up walls and had like purple and shit into it? They really blew De Niro's head off. Yeah, what were we talking about with this? Yeah, I could use that money in my pocket. I could use just a piece of it. Wishful thinking. What is with this wishing death on people? Come on, guys. Do better, chat. Do better. Let's see. De Niro is into black women. Good for him. He got grifted during the family court by one. Okay, yeah, they did do some reshoots. I don't know what for. Wonder Woman 84. And we didn't get Christian Wiig's butthole, so what the hell? De Niro's fake Italian for intense hand gestures? Maybe. Give me 50,000, you never see me again. Exactly. Wonder Woman 84 sucked. Wow, a rare wild appearance from Culture Casino. Hell, Culture Casino. Appreciate you being here. Haven't subbed to him, but you may or may not have. Please do. Please do. Wonder Woman 84 look like crappy 80s special effects. Yeah. How can they spend 250 million? Even on reshoots. I think some of that money went into an envelope in somebody's pocket, man. No Batman utility belt has the gadgets to rewire pulling spark plug wires. Once that car is gone, it's dead on the street. Yeah, I don't. That Batmobile does not look practical. If you're talking about security, and everyone's saying hi to my man Culture. Wonder Woman 84. Yeah, it looked like a sci-fi movie. It looked like a TV movie. No way 250 million was spent on that production. No way. Now I do know they did have to give Gal Gadot and Patty Jenkins a lot of hush money. So they didn't go into a legal situation. So who knows? Who knows if that hush money was tossed against the budget? As everyone says, what's up to my man Culture, and hell, Wolverine Snicket with his cigar like Logan. So yeah, this is a decent, casual Saturday, trying to decompress. So I want to talk about something totally different. We will get into something less decompressive and more depressing when we get to the title story. But yeah, you know what? We all have our critiques on Sparkly Boy, on Pattinson. Whether or not he'll be a good Batman, I still don't think so from the previews. But I got to give Matt Reeves as a director some credit. I hate the Riddler. I hate the way that looks. But the rest of the movie outside of Sparkles, and that suit does not look good either. But outside of that, his trying to be Batman, his fake intensity, him yelling, and it just looks a mess. He does have a pretty interesting world. Penguin looks good. Catwoman looks intriguing. The way the world looks, a lot of the action scenes look pretty interesting. If he got it done for under 100 million in this climate, where the money laundering, as Cinch Dildo saying, is flowing, that's got to be impressive. And yeah, geez, maybe that's where that thing wrote 8-figure checks against the film to Gal and Patty, says Culture Casino. So that definitely included that. But maybe that's where a lot of that. Maybe that's the 50. Maybe that's the 50. 25 a piece. It probably would take close to that. Yeah, who knows what happened around a movie set? We'll talk about these goddamn movie sets in a minute. Okay, I know this sounds weird, but if you pay close attention to powerful people's earlobes, they change quite a bit. Earlobe shape is turned determined by genetics. Well, either they're all one family because bloodlines, and or they're clones. So conspiracy theories. Found out in 6 to 12 months when the NDA expires from court filings and payoff. Yeah, it'll slide. Maybe Culture will be the guy because he covers a lot of stuff, but it'll slide through the cracks and somebody will pick it up. What they actually got? They got a lot of money though. Bat tantrum, yeah. The one scene in the first trailer from Fandom last year where he's punching guys, it just looks. Everyone liked it because they like seeing Batman angry, but it just looked so fake. He looked. My impression of the trailer is that he should have never been Batman. He should have been Dick Grayson or Terry McGinnis. Dick Grayson being Robin / Nightwing, and for a short period in the late 2000s, which was a great run, Batman. He was Batman for a little bit. And then or Terry McGinnis, who was Batman Beyond. And so though he looks like a younger guy who's trying to step into an established mantle of Batman, he does not come off as the definitive Batman establishing that mantle. So that's my issue with Pattinson. All jokes aside, I can make as many Twilight jokes as anyone else. But my issue is when I look at the trailer, when I look at the footage, he looks like he's trying to be Batman. He doesn't look like he is Batman. Say what you will about the bad voice and everything else that Christian Bale brought to the role. He was a version of Batman. It was a different universe, like all these things are, but it was Batman. It was Batman. Michael Keaton, even though he's smaller and he was Batman. This guy's trying to be Batman. And it's like, I don't want to see someone try to be Batman. I want to see someone who is Batman. If Fitz chose, I couldn't agree more. If this character that they were passing off as the Riddler with his little question mark in his coffee, which is dumb, so dumb. I know it's probably just in the trailer, but it's so dumb. Because we burn your finger, it's stupid. But if this guy was Zaz, I would be okay. If this guy was someone like Hush, I would be okay. But that's not the Riddler. That's a different character that you made up and gave him a green windbreaker. It called him the Riddler. He does not act like the Riddler. He does not seem like the Riddler. He isn't the Riddler. So I'm not a fan of that. Mango at Wookiee. No, I'm lost in this. Watching make Catwoman look horrendous. She looked pretty good in the trailer. She looked pretty good in the trailer. Not just visually. I mean, she's an attractive young lady, obviously. Obviously, Pattinson was a fan. But she looks good in the trailer. She looks like a version of Catwoman. She looks like a version of Catwoman. I wasn't a fan of Jim Carrey and the Riddler, but to their credit, it was at least more accurate as far as the costume to the Riddler. But it was a bit much. It was a bit much. I mean, I like those Schumacher films, ironically. And actually, even Batman Forever, which is the one with the Riddler, there's some interesting stuff. It's a fun movie. Can't watch movies with dark filters. Couldn't watch Gotham. I need oranges and yellows, bright colors. Yeah. You know what though? I almost thought, especially the latter two Nolan films, that was a negative. They didn't like the first one's a little more dark filtered. The second one and the third one of the Nolan trilogy, they show a lot more natural light and they show a lot more daytime and they show a lot more of like how a city really looks. It doesn't feel fictionalized. So I thought they went too far in the other direction, making it look too realistic. So it's not easy to get right. Not easy to get right. Wookie says the new one isn't that bad. He's fine. He's just not really. Apparently, new Catwoman doesn't want people to sexualize her character. Why did she play Catwoman then? Yeah, Catwoman is supposed to ooze sex appeal. That's half of her power. That's half of her power is to use her sex appeal to woo Batman. And it works. And yes, this is all Rothschild money running the world. And they're getting more of it. They're getting more of the little bit they give us. They get more of it. Yeah, he does kind of look like Terry from the cartoon. I didn't even think of that. Well, I mean, I've said he seems like that, but he does. Yeah. Let's just use something in the way and then remix it and slow it down. It's like, get out of here. Get out of here with that shit. Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer. I really like her as Selena Kyle. She did an excellent job as Selena Kyle. I'm a Michelle Pfeiffer fan. Zoe Kravitz is a good looking woman. She is indeed. And shout out to the beautiful trash talker, a new sub with a square in his mouth. Hell, Beautiful trash talker. I was bamboozled by the trailer to Superbad. The trailer was good. The movie itself was pure cringe and not funny. Whoa. Hot take. Forbidden Ruin doesn't like Superbad. I was younger when Superbad came out. So maybe there was age. I was like right around 18, 19. But I loved Superbad. I loved it. Maybe when did it come out? Maybe younger. Maybe I was 17. I don't know. I can't remember when it came out. She did feel natural. She did feel natural. I mean, granted, that character is not comic book accurate. She was like a what? Frustrated secretary. But she played both parts of that role when she was the frustrated secretary, and then when she was fucking Catwoman. She was so good at Catwoman. She was so sexy, man. Yeah, she did a great job. When Biden was wearing a mask at all time was more obvious, but the bobblehead earlobe has changed multiple times. It may not be the same Biden. I don't know if you guys remember when Orange Man was in office. There was apparently two Orange Men, one with a red tie, one with a blue tie. I don't know. That was a big thing in the conspiracy theory community when he first got elected. Oh, there's two of them, so maybe there's multiples. Male gaze. Ree. That's like a woman walking around naked saying, "Don't look at me, you perv." They do though now. They do. Laughing at Rough Girl because it's kind of real. And hey, where Wild Toxic Man flu appearance. Julie Newmar and honestly, all three of the Catwomen from the 60s were pretty good looking. There's Julie Newmar, who was the main Catwoman for most of it. There's Lee Merriweather, who was the Catwoman just for the 60s movie. And then there's, of course, Eartha Kitt, who I believe was the third season of Batman in the 60s. So, yeah, they all look pretty good. But Julie Newmar was definitely hot in her age, hot in that era. There were a lot of cute girls in the 60s, man. I think that, they just, like, nowadays, girls, everybody's so ran down. Eating all these processed food, and you toss a bunch of fake up makeup, and then it's like, I'd smash, but that doesn't mean anything. Yeah, I'm a super bad fan as well, Fitz chose. I liked it. Look closely at his eyes. Eyes are naturally blue. Has double brown eyes. Explains the earlobes. Yeah, it could be a fake guy. It doesn't have to be him. This world is fake. This world is crazy, bro. This world is crazy. For all you know, all of our last few presidents haven't been the actual guy. Could have all been clones. This is a mad world. It says the original is 200% better. So I don't know which version is the original Mad World. I know the version, and actually the first time I heard it was the Gears of War trailer back in the 2000s, the Gears of War 2. And I don't know that, and I think that's not the original. And maybe that's the song that you're talking about that's hideous. But I like that version of Mad World. Hey, TMF. Seen that too. Shown with eyes that look black before. So yeah, I don't know. Subtoxic saying with camel toe. They're probably replacements, man. They're probably replacements. Yeah, we're not arguing with Newmar. It's not much to argue. They were pretty hot. The Manson family girls were cute as fuck. Squeaky From. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see Sausage Party. Fish Chozo. I didn't see it. Also, they're not doubles, they're just chameleons, lizard people. This is a conspiracy theory channel. We're not poo-pooing any of this shit. Anything's possible in this crazy world. Anything's possible. All right, let's go to the next story. This is a more casual Saturday. Let's get rid of inflation calculator. So this is just somebody said they like Gina. There's nothing to the story. There's nothing to most of these stories except the one. But hey, they provide a good conversation, and you guys are good. And honestly, you guys have actually made the decision. I am going to do a Saturday show from now on. I don't know if I'm still going to do the Saturday night show, but I am going to do a Saturday day show because there's a bigger turnout than I've had all week. Because I'm not competing with Midnight's Edge and Gary and Ripper all at the same time. So you guys actually show up or work, because that's where most people work. So I'm going to do a Saturday show going forward. Yeah, I Seth Rogen, I don't think is that funny. I think he's a guy. I like Superbad. I like Knocked Up, and I like Pineapple Express. I think those are funny movies. But I don't really think of him as a funny guy. I think of him as a guy who was able to make funny movies. He also had co-writers and stuff, and was able to act funny. He's a funny actor. He's a comedy actor, but he's not a comedian. And he's not like I'm not because I didn't like anything outside of those movies. And I think a lot of that stuff had a lot to do with Judd Apatow. So that wasn't all him. So I don't think he is that funny. I tend to agree with you, Loose Cannon. Even though there's stuff I like, Fizz didn't watch Sausage Party. It looked stupid. It looked dumb. It looked dope. Oh, mole people, not lizard people. Okay, thank you. Thank you for clarifying. Well, shit, we did see, they talk about the Hollow Earth. We did have a meme of the day, which I don't have for today, and I need to get one real quick, and I will. We had a meme of the day where it was showing this underground bunker. So who knows? So Sausage Party was actually Rough Girl was close to me. She just got back from Charlotte. I'm in the Charlotte area. Sausage Party was kind of funny, but you got to smoke a lot of weed first. It's what though? I'd rather have that weed to spread throughout the week to just smoke all at once to watch Sausage Party. You're right, it is about timing. I'm gonna have to do the Saturday show. You guys you've voted with your attention and time. So I appreciate everyone who's here. So we will do this every Saturday around the same time. We'll do this every Saturday around the same time. I may even get rid of a show during the week. We just do 2 shows a week, 2 or 3 shows a week, plus the Culture Crime Fighters. But we'll definitely do Saturday. I'm still unsure about the night show going forward, but we will do it this week later on. Was able to show up, and just got back from Charlotte. Rogan's Twitter is hilarious. No, I don't follow him on Twitter. I don't follow him. So you're at the gun range, which I should probably be, because I got to get more rounds in, got to get my aim right. This is gonna be a crazy world. Most Saturdays afternoon, so I listen to my Bluetooth ear protection. Cool. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, he's not really funny in my book either. It's coming from a guy like Adam Sandler. I think Adam Sandler's funnier than Seth Rogen, and I know he gets a lot of shit. Listen, Adam Sandler in the 90s, bro, those songs and that comedy shit he was doing, you can say it was cheesy, you can say this, that, and third. The shit was hilarious, bro. The fucking Hanukkah song. Adam Sandler was funny. He may have got annoying. He may have grown on people. His movies may be in the formulaic. There's a lot to criticize Adam Sandler, and I agree with it. But this idea that he was just trash, people just go too far. People go too far with everything. Uncle Loose Cannon lives in Springfield, Missouri, and he's never heard of that underground bunker. Well, he's not supposed to hear that underground bunker. That's why. Rough Girl, doing good. I hope you have a blessed day from Toxic Man Flu. Yeah, Toxic Man Flu is cold. It's cold out here. What the hell's going on? This is one of the coldest winter I've been in the Carolinas. I'm used to Michigan winters when they're freezing, and I've been down here and it hasn't been that cold. What the fuck is going on? All right, let's actually talk about the story. Mandalorian star Giancarlo Esposito stands up for Gina Carano. He says he loves working with her. It's really not a story. He just says Gina's nice, which I think we kind of know. This has been we've been critical of Gina in certain elements, a little bit more than other channels, but we like Gina Carano here at the Vigilante Williamson show and on this channel. We're not gonna just simp blindly. So if she shuts down a movie and says it's for mandate reasons and then immediately starts another movie, we're gonna say, was it really for mandate reasons? But we're gonna say she's not gonna win an Oscar anytime soon. Doesn't mean she's not a relevant actress, because I think she's really good at action scenes. I know Stitcher Dildo's gonna come in and talk about Gina's acting, but we like her here, and so does Giancarlo. He loved working with her. He says, "My goodness," Esposito responded. "Okay, you're asking for one. Yeah, to say this, maybe. Well, I say without hesitation, Gina Carano." So let's see what he was asked. A Mandalorian star, and I think Better Call Saul. Most people know him from Better Call Saul, right? Giancarlo Esposito said his favorite co-star on the show was Gina Carano, who was obviously let go from Disney Plus because she's a Republican and that's not allowed at Disney. That's not the real reason. I need to say that for legal purposes. This is my opinion. Mouse, don't sue me, go fuck yourself. She's since begun work on a new film called Terror on the Prairie, which is a terrible name, but probably a better concept than White Knuckle, which was the original film she was working on. And that's what the Daily Wire. Esposito, who played Moff Gideon, which was one of the most interesting characters on the show, even though he was only on a few episodes. He made these comments at the Fan Expo in Denver in 2021. Fan asked him, in The Mandalorian, who's your favorite co-worker or worker to work with? And this is according to Old Bounty. I'm actually not on Bounty. I'm on the Post Millennial talking about Bounty. And my alarm is telling me to wake up. I am up. My goodness, Esposito responded. Okay, if you're asking me for one, yeah, I have to say this maybe. Well, okay, I'll say it without hesitation. That means he probably thought about it. Let's actually see the video. You know, I can't watch the video because it's through Rumble, and I'll watch it and I'll be able to hear it, but you guys won't. So there's no point in watching the video because we already done this on the Post Millennial. So just check out the links here if you guys can see it. Just look up, look, you can find the video. Unfortunately, if I try to play it, you won't hear it because we already went through this. You know, this thing. She went through a lot last year. I'm not going to weigh in on any of that in particular, other than any of her political beliefs, whether she said or whether or not I think it's appropriate or not. We as actors, yeah, we probably sometimes, I know for me, should just shut my mouth, but sometimes I can't. I got to say what I believe because it has to go on record. So he's basically saying, I don't want to get way into the politicalness of it. And yeah, sometimes we don't shut our mouths, but I understand because sometimes I got to say what I believe. So he's kind of with her, but he's like, I'm not trying to get fired over the shit, but I'm with her. I love working with her. She's warm and beautiful and wonderful. I don't care what her politics are. I love the fact that she came to acting late and she was so raw, original, and beautiful. I think she's a lovely person. So I should her out. That might be a typo or maybe misspeak. But should out her and say she's one of my favorites. She was essentially canceled for engaging in American political conversation without towing the Hollywood left-wing party line. Instead of simply accepting what she was told by Hollywood elites and Democrats, she considered things for herself and even made her own determinations. They even stopped production over Star Wars died, which probably lost some money because of how popular she say. What did she say? She was opposed to mask mandates and the vitriol. Well, this is not because this is the post millennial and they don't really care about entertainment. This is not what she said. We could go throughout everything, but it was a picture of Yahtzee, Germany, and basically saying this is how it started and talking about political persecution. We can go through that. If I was on the Bounding article, they would have went through the entire situation. Code Era sounds like he moth dived Gina. I would like to moth dive Gina, but that's neither here nor there. Grown ups. You know, we're talking about movies. Let's see what you guys are talking about. Rogan constantly attacks random people on Twitter. He's doing an ally stick. He's pathetic, but I find it funny. Oh, I thought it was genuine funny. It's like, haha, this guy's an idiot. Sandler movies are good to a point. Happy Gilmore is great. Lil Nicky, but Grown Ups, I didn't see Grown Ups. And that's, I don't, you know what? By the 2000s, that's not, by the late 2000s, Sandler's outside of his prime. So by the time something like Grown Ups 1 and 2 get made, prime Sandler's gone. Like, Big Daddy is probably the end of prime Sandler. Even what was that movie with him and Seth Rogen that I actually liked? There was a movie because we mentioned Seth Rogen and then Sandler, but there was a movie where they're both in it, and Sandler is like the old comedian, but that wasn't that funny. And I liked it, but it wasn't perfect. And I think is it Kat Dennings who's the thought in that movie? I forgot what it's called. Chicago is 50 degrees now. Yeah, absolutely. Used to wear shorts until February. Now this crap has me wearing a coat. Yeah, I'm in hoodies. I need a coat. Yeah, we like Gina. She's just not a good actor. Yeah. She like Grown Ups. It sounds like an 80s terror film. It's a snuggle, chill weather. Yeah. I like to see videos and articles linked via Rumble. I do too, but unfortunately, if I play it, you won't hear it. So you would have to go to the actual thing. Gina's acting. The minute anyone starts with Julia Roberts and Drew Barrymore, you can pick apart. Okay, listen, I have no problem picking apart Gina. I just know I had one episode I questioned Gina and people, it was a mass exodus. I said something not even negative. I questioned Gina. I forgot on what off rip. And it was a mass exodus. People just started leaving the chat. I'm like, wow, I've never seen this. Never seen this before or since. So I'm almost nervous. You guys will leave if I say anything negative about your queen. And I like her. Only performance from Barrymore, only good one was Firestarter. That's a Stephen King movie, right? Those two being shit doesn't make Gina good, Wookie. Doesn't make Gina any worse. At least Giancarlo has balls. Yeah, he does. He does. He does. There's a lot of let's see what else. Oscars don't mean a goddamn thing. Either way, let's just keep it a whole buck. We're just now coming to that conclusion as a public with the lowest Oscar ratings of all time and stuff. But the Oscars and all these award shows have always been overrated and never had any bearing on quality of the content produced. It's been a work. A lot of this shit is just a work. Hail Zax. Hey Zax. He says hey to VW. I say hey him. Everyone say hey to Zax. And hey Decepticon King. 2 fingers in the air. Doesn't care. Hey. Click was funny? I don't think I saw Click. Rough girl. Waiting for the Linda Lovelace bio with a trans person. I will pass on that if ever it happens. Happy Gilmore was the only funny Adam Sandler movie. I won't say that. The Waterboy exists, bro. The Waterboy is probably his funniest, man. I like Happy Gilmore a lot. Waterboy, man. Water sucks. It really, really sucks. Fuck it. Oh, man. You can't even make the joke, but Henry Winkler losing his manhood and wearing a dress after he lost his playbook and shit. And he was like, I hate it. He was so emasculated. There was some great moments. But what mama said. I'm sorry. Grown Ups was dumb as fuck, made me feel stupid for sitting through it. Yes. Oh yeah. You know what? I realized I don't market enough. Please smash that like button. Please like, share, and subscribe. Sharing is caring, man. To kind of almost piggyback off the rant of 24/7 Fusion Media. It wasn't a rant. It was an impassioned speech. But he's talking about the suppression on this platform. That brother has over 700 videos over the past year and a half to almost 2 years. I think he said year and 10 months, not quite 2 years. Over 700 videos, only 600 subscribers. I myself am close to 350. I think I'm at 330 something. And this platform is suppressing all of us. The fact of the matter is, your favorite, and not just me, your favorite content creator cannot exist without your help or without your, you guys do enough by just being here. I get it. You spend your time with us every day. It means a lot. But if you can share our content, whether it's a video, a clip, this very stream, whether it's me, if you say, fuck you, VW, I'm not sharing you, cool. Share 24/7 Fusion Media. Share your favorite content creator. The only way we can exist if you guys support us, because this platform is not going to. This platform is going to suppress us. It's going to make sure our stuff is not heard or not, that you don't hear from us. A lot of you guys don't even get the notifications. A lot of you guys don't know that I do clips. Shout out to the Wait Down who helps with those clips pretty much every day. I didn't realize I didn't talk enough about the Culture Crime Fires. The fact that show changes each week. A lot of people know that, but we don't talk about it. We assume you guys know. Poor Nelson the Gentleman thought it was a show we did every 2 weeks on this channel. No, we do it every week. If it's not on this channel, it's on Matt's channel. So please, if it's within your heart to share your favorite YouTuber, share their content, it would mean a lot to me and them, because there's no other way. This platform doesn't want, like, if you don't know what's happening, this is an authoritarian in-game pimp move. But they're just trying to shut out all information to let people know what's going on. They're trying to suppress every goddamn thing they can. They're trying to destroy everyone's lives. If you guys can share a YouTuber that you like, it goes a lot. It does a lot, man. So please share. Please like. Liking is important too. And if you haven't subbed, please do. Oh, you suck my She-Rob bigots. You bigot. I saw other people using the bigot thing. See, this is what I mean. Careful with Gina. People freak out with Gina, man. People freak out. And I saw somebody else using the bigot gimmick. Let me find out people are stealing my gimmicks, man. I ain't got gimmicks to steal. Shit. Anyone that gets upset over an opinion is probably a person that's overly sensitive. Maybe. Except I'm going to piss people off every time I say anything. I kind of have to, too. But yeah, people got pissed when the Gina Carano love is a bit, like I said, I wasn't even critical of her. I was asking, I remember what I asked. I said, hey, if Gina Carano had neutral politics, you didn't know what she was, but she was similarly canceled. We saw that happen to Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt has never said he's a Republican, right? it's just assumed that he is. He's probably just an anti-leftist, middle of the road type guy. Because a lot of people, we all got into this hardcore politics game, and I'm trying to get the fuck out of it. But I'm not, hardcore political. And what if she wasn't? What if you didn't know she was a conservative, but she still got fired and canceled? Would there be this much interest? People didn't answer the question. They just left. They just left in mass. I'm like, well, shit. So yeah, I don't worship the flesh. She seems like a lovely person. She seems, nice. I agree with a lot of stuff she says, but like I can make a statement about her. Fuck. If you can't, I don't think this is the channel. If you're just looking for someone to agree with everything you think just because you said it, this is probably the wrong channel for you, man. She was good in King's Cat Eye, first kid to play 3 roles in the movie. You know that. I predict YouTube will go the way of the Oscars, eventually lead the social elites thinking they can control society. Well, they already know that they can control society. They already know. Yeah, we will eat all your sacred cows on this channel. I'm sorry, because we call people out. We hold them accountable, and I expect to be called out and held accountable. Which Cinch Dildo himself does a lot of that, telling me to eat a salad, and which I should. And we're not this isn't the bullshit crew. This is not the bullshit crew, man. For me, my trigger is Andrew Jackson. Apparently, what, you got an issue with $20 bills? Yeah, Water Boy. That's some high quality H2O. Gatorade. Sorry, the Water Boy is great. Yeah, smash the like button. As everyone else said, please smash the like button. Please share. Please tweet if that's your thing. It's a scam if that's your thing. Whatever your favorite demonized version of anti-social media is, please share. Please share. And yes, 24/7 Fusion Media. I cannot champion this stream enough. It's one of the best live streams I've ever seen. I promise you. And maybe there's a friendship exaggerating. Him and Matt are 2 people I consider like fairly close. Not that I love Culture too. I consider Culture to be a friend, but I'm it could be biases with those 2. I'll admit that because I like them both so much. But even outside of that bias, the 24/7 Fusion Media pre-show show from yesterday, everybody needs to check out. If somebody else, I know Brightest Day had it in the chat earlier. If you could toss that out again, I would really appreciate it, brother. Or if anyone else who's a modulante or who is a mod could check that out and toss that link in because I think people need to see it. Glad I'm not doing this full time, but Daddy has spent bundles on your equipment. You shouldn't spend that much. All you take, well, the thing is with me, I had all this equipment before because most of the stuff is studio stuff that I have from making music, which I'm trying to get back into. And I already had everything. I literally had everything beforehand, including even the camera, because I had tried to do back when Tekken 7 first came out, I was streaming Tekken 7 pretty heavy. No one watched, but it was as me. When am I going to untie Matt? Never. I need to do more shows. Give you Cat's Eye, but Drew eats scenery as anything she's been an adult. Watch Ever After, worst English accent on the planet, even worse than Winona Ryder. Now we're becoming actor snobs. So all thinkers skip CCF. He likes it when I fly solo. Well, thank you, man. I think you would like CCF. CC always be simping. Talking about Culture Casino, always be simping, yo. Or simping though. Gina never said who she supports. She didn't. She really didn't. We could assume. But she's given things that now the modern left have deemed right wing. So there you go. Hail my friends and you too, Culture's hair. I love saying hi to Culture's hair, but not Culture himself. Yeah, we are right now. We're assuming he hates his son. It's ridiculous. Who are we assuming to? Because we've talked about so many subjects. Who did he? And I'm lost. I've got myself lost. Thank you, Brightest Day. This is 24/7's confession stream, so to speak. It's a really good stream. Please check it out. Please. My new video is not going to make people happy. And I think I saw from Jeremy that he met Gina. Okay. I didn't think you liked Jeremy. Or maybe you do. Which Jeremy? I know you like the quartering. You're a quartering guy. Symbolism is important in the culture war. But the culture war in and of itself is a sham, man. This is all one big work to separate people. I was talking to my brother. Everything is about separating people. I was explaining to him. I didn't even tell him the heavy shit that goes on the channel, man. I didn't tell him about the, some of the crazy shit's happening with kids with the school system. I could have went all day because I didn't want to, relive everything I talk about the channel. But I did tell him like, hey, if you don't agree with white liberals, you're a white supremacist now. He's like, what? Like, yeah. Dave Chappelle's a white supremacist for not for saying something about trans, and Kyrie Irving's a white supremacist for not wanting the jab. He's like, oh fuck, because he's in Texas. He's not a jab guy. Yeah, how dare you not follow the party line? Shame, shame, shame. Well, I'm not one of these big YouTubers getting an envelope from the RNC, so I'm not doing a damn thing. And that's on you, rough girl. She's a drunk fan. Gina is awesome. Not a great actress. She's just getting going with acting, but she's best at being Gina. I like Gina. This isn't the anti-Gina channel by any means. Like Gina. She's, I just the ability to acknowledge she's not Meryl Streep. Then again, Meryl Streep's overrated. That's neither here nor there. But that she's not the greatest thespian on earth. That can be controversial to the people who to whom she's so beloved that she's above reproach. I don't like putting anyone in that pedestal where they're so beloved they're above reproach. I think that's an unfair pedestal to put someone in, and I'm not a fan of it. Not a fan of it at all. And so I'm not going to do that with anyone, even if it's someone I like. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to unnecessarily come at them either, which I didn't. I just asked the question at one time, and maybe the people leaving had nothing to do with it. It's not happened since. You guys are still here, but I just thought that was weird. And the only time I was anything close to critical of her was very recently, and you can check the clip out on the channel. I didn't think White Knuckle was going to be a successful movie by the premise. But she stopped the filming of that, and it's not just her; it's the Daily Wire too. So they deserve their feet in the fire at this. But the filming was stopped for White Knuckle. It was started immediately for Terror on the Prairie, and the reason given was the mandates, and I just don't buy that story. I don't. So I'm not gonna act like I buy something I don't. But that doesn't mean she's a bad person. I thought that was a virtue signal. I think they made a creative decision where Terror on the Prairie is probably the more likely to be successful movie. And they said, let's go with this. This is a better concept. So let's go with it. And then they said, hey, we can use the mandates as a little bit of a thing. So that's what I think happened. We'll see. We'll see. How about those news toss salads? I don't know what we're talking about. Female version of Second Rate 80. I don't know who Second Rate 80 is. Smash the button the smash like disease says. Hell disease. Shout out to purple gorillas. Purple gorillas with green teeth. Yes, please button the smash like. As disease said. Sub Zax. Sub disease. Yeah, 24/7 is awesome. Please check out his channel. Check out Cultures too, if you haven't. I appreciate him being here. You guys need more talking pets. You know what? If I have a cute dog, very cute dog, if I could make it look like he was talking, I would. She's a female version of a B-level 80s action star. That makes sense. That's exactly what I think she is. That's exactly it. The pluses and the minuses. Brightest day. Thank you, brightest day. The day is brighter now because you have given me the exact phraseology. She is a B-level action 80s star. There are plenty of those that have cult followings to this day. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with her being that, and I like her as that, and that's what I think she should be pushed as. I hope this movie, even though it's a period piece, not the MOM period piece, get your head out of that, but it is I think she needs to be in simple action movies. When they came up with White Knuckle, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, do you know what you have? Fuck me. Give her John Wick. Your job is to make wasn't she in one of those? But make John Wick with Gina Carano. Give a simple, stupid premise for her to shoot a bunch of people and have her kill a bunch of people for 70 minutes. That's what you do. And you make sure she gets to do as little acting as possible. Maybe give her a partner or somebody she can play off of that can act. Nick Cersei's in this movie. Cool stuff. I think some of that's going to be done with Terror in the Prairie, but it's going to be done with old weapons. So I don't know how cool it's going to look. But I would have just said she's running from the mob in the city with cash. And she just has to, and that's it. And she's killing people. I gave the simplest, Stupidest premise for her to fuck people up. Because she's good at that. She's good at fight scenes. And not just kind of good at fight scenes, by the way. Like the scenes of her and the Mandalorian last year were some of the coolest action scenes of the whole series. And let's share that. Please share. If you're talking about 24/7 Fusion Media, please share. Yeah, Bryce Day was already ahead of me. Got the notification for 24, but was working when it was live. I would suggest playing it back. I would definitely suggest playing it back. Oof. I unsubbed from Madden, told him to fuck off in the chat. Whoa. Having ancestors I knew on the Trail of Tears was more emotional than I thought. That Trail of Tears, I know you guys were talking about Andrew Jackson earlier. Trail of Tears is one of the worst things that I had ever heard of. I mean, this country got a lot of shit, and I pray we're not doing another Trail of Tears with the thoughts of the anti-vaxxers, so to speak. That is a horrible thing. So I'm not sure what was said. I couldn't tell you. But this is a Toxic Man Flu. Culture is like, huh? What did I walk into? I have no idea what's going on with this. I know Trail of Tears was horrible, so maybe Matt made a joke. Hey, Sherry. Is Sherry still here? Yes, she is. Hey, Sherry. Sitting through this craziness. Culture's hair stole the girlfriend. That is this luscious hair. I mean, the rumors were there was a weave, but I guess they were unfounded. Quartering Jeremy. Yeah, you blocked all the G and G. We got not everybody likes everybody. Yeah, lefties have deemed liberty as white supremacists, and they're pushing that shit hard. They're pushing that shit hard. He jumped the shark. I thought he jumped. Listen, Colin Kaepernick jumped the shark when he was in the Super Bowl choking. Let's keep it here. Your whole knowledge of him was post shark jumping. That whole Afro gimmick was after he jumped the shark because he was Colin. He even not say you talk white. I always hate it. Oh, you talk white. You talk white. Fuck you. When I was a little vigilante, people said that. Even white people would say that. I'm like, bitch, you look. I'd never forget in high school. I'm from Detroit, but we moved to a more Caucasian area. And actually, I think the girl was Latino. But she said, "You're the whitest black person you know." And this bitch, she's one of those over tan, like orange. I hate to say orange, but she was more reddish orange. I said, "You're the reddest white person I know." That's the only thing I could think to say because she was beat oopa loopa red talking shit about me, and I wanted to dribble her hair off the damn ground. I was so pissed. Drunk fine. That's we're not going there. Meryl Streep, hot thespian acting. Gina's better than Ruby Rose. Changed my mind. I will not. I will not. I think she is better than Ruby Rose because at least she can do action scenes. Yeah, Larry Elder was called the black face of white supremacy. It is disturbingly racist. It's incredibly racist, and that's the new gimmick. Every black person that doesn't go along with the company line, they're a white supremacist. And I want to see how long it goes. They said the thing about Winsome Sears. She's a white supremacist for, all shit. It's like, they vote that the white women are white supremacists. Hopefully they'll start to alienate their base greater by doing this. But it's evil. It's really evil, and it's pissing me off. Yeah, Ruby Rose can't act. Ruby Rose, yeah, screams peen away. Peen envy. I thought you said peen away. Yeah, Gina's way better than Ruby Rose. Apples to apples. Just having a peen is dope. I enjoy my peen. It's a good peen. Holy shit, Toxic Man Flu. Just a tip. Speaking of peen, just a tip. $10. We'll get back to stories. We got a couple of stories to get into before we get out of here. We are going to get out of here in about 20 minutes or so. But yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you. Do I got any more? Just you? Like just you. You can put me on the pedestal. I am never wrong, at least in my own mind. Well, if you keep slinging super chats, I guess I have to, don't I? Thank you, Toxic Man Flu. It's been a long time because I haven't been yelling at parked cars as much as I've wanted to. Thank you, you demon billionaire. But thank you for the tip. It's much appreciated. God, that has to be a working title, right? Terror on the Prairie. You got to change that title when you actually start releasing that movie, man. That's a horrible title. Gina could have made a cool Terminator. Yeah, I think she's very good at fight scenes. I think she's very good. Yeah, what did Mad say? What was said, Toxic Man Flu? Coach said I had obviously stopped watching at that point. He's like, okay, I didn't hear that. Yeah, approximation of separation. Says the Decepticon King. Yeah, everything is to separate, man. Every single thing, as much as they can separate people, separate by race. Are you the same race? Well, one of these guys is he's an Uncle Tom. He's the white supremacist. Okay. As much as they can separate people, they will. Yeah, certainly not the first time of Mad breaking someone's button. That sucks, man. Hey, yes, please follow me on Twitch like Brightest Day and All Thinker do. Noble Iro prefers the Twitch, and so he is talk white. That's a thing. Used to get that quite a bit as well. Where Dearborn? No, it wasn't Dearborn. It was actually so. That's not where I moved to. I'm not going to say where I moved to because that would dox me. Because it was not. I lived in the metro area until I was 16, Metro Detroit, and I actually went to Southfield High School for a little bit. But at that time, Southfield, even in the early 2000s, was I'd say mostly black, but it was still upper crust black. So everybody had way more money. They had Jordans and shit, and I was broke. But no, I eventually we moved from the Metro Detroit area to ruraler Michigan, like way outside of Detroit, not even near Flint. It was just in the middle of nowhere, Michigan. And when I moved there, that's when I got that line. Why ain't you robbing shit or at least dealing crack? Yeah. What type of black guy am I? I'm supposed to be robbing people and dealing crack. But that's how they think, right? Like you live in these stereotypes. As a Republican, I get that a lot and give a fat middle finger to that. Well, I'm not a Republican. I'm a Ripitarian. Coach Casino. Oh, you had left. Andrew Jackson is Matt's favorite president. I think Jackson is murdered for the Trail of Tears. I do get pissed. It's been a rough week for me. Oh, man. I hope Toxic Man Flu's good, bro. So I overreacted, so I can't be put on the pedestal anymore. Hope you're good. You're always a good dude. You're always cool to me. I feel bad because I'm like, I was there when the quote unquote Dick's division started, and it's like I haven't been there to see it grow, and it's depressing me. You know, I really wish I had the ability to do that show, at least not as often as I could, because the depressing stories, or why I do a show like this where I'm barely talking about the depressing stuff. But we will get into the title story soon enough. Jackson was as bad as Wilson. Toxic Man Flu. I'm kind of with Cinch Dildo, man. And Nas. This is not a threat against presidents. This is just I prefer money. And technically, Benjamin Franklin was never a president, but he was a demon. 36 Craven Street, lots of bones under his house. You can look into that on your own. A little bit. Supposed to be wearing a weave with 3 babies. Yeah, that's what they want us. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, you're supposed to have 3 different baby daddies. You're supposed to have all this other shit. That's what they want us to be, the most stereotype version. And you know what's? I mean, the baby daddy thing is actually now become. It's no longer just a black problem. I think that's become a people of all nations. It's just Western civilization now because single motherhood is encouraged. Yes, Queen Slay. But I think there's less people fitting those stereotypes. Less of our people. Less and less. Probably less now than ever has been. Honestly. Believe it or not. And Zax is on Twitch. Everyone's going on Twitch. And we will miss you. Yeah, don't miss. I hope you're not missing me anytime soon. Politics absolutely ruins everything. Thank you. And Isn't the Girl, we did talk about the concert. That was the first thing we talked about. And I appreciate you being here. But we absolutely did talk about that damn concert. And Dead Presidents was a good film. It was that Lorenz Tate. It's from the 90s. He's a Vietnam vet. They rob, I want to say, what was it? Oh my God, it's on the tip of my tongue. Was it the oh my God, the Federal Reserve they tried to rob? One of the Federal Reserves? Yeah, why aren't you burning crosses in our yard? You guys are not fitting the stereotypes that you're supposed to. And I'm gonna tell a blue-haired leftist, and she's gonna read you on Twitter. All presidents are bad, disease. Thank you. This has been my opinion. All presidents are bad unless they're on the bills that don't even mean as much as they used to. Yeah, that concert was very much wild. Very much wild. That concert was wild. Prayers to anyone, and to reset for those who don't know. It was actually a festival. It was the first day of a festival in Houston. Travis Scott appeared and Drake appeared, and then when Drake appeared, a bunch of people rushed the stage. Over 300 people got. It was 50,000 people at this concert. Over 300 people got injured, and 8 people, at least as of now, have passed. And if we showed a video earlier of people getting into that concert, and you can see how lax the security was. So I don't know if that security issue had a lot to do with the staffing crisis that we have nationwide. Thank you, Brandon. But the security had no ability to do anything in general. So when that incident happened, they had no hope. They had no hope, and it's very sad. And I was similar to this. Yeah, I dated a lot of different ladies. Yeah, oblivious to race, fine arts, never thought about it. And I'm Heinz 57. To why you read. I just did, I dated a bunch of different races. I have been dissed by every race of woman. I'm telling you, every single one. Every single one. Homegirl, Islington girls in the house. Had an Orthodox Jew Monday go at the hospital. I can't quit because of family need. I'm upsetting myself for not being this political. I'm not ready for the political. Had to let someone go at the hospital. I'm not sure, but yeah, not ready for this political shit. Yeah, Brinks truck. It was a Brinks truck. That's what it was. I thought it was a federal. No, it was a Brinks truck. You're right. Yeah, because I remember it's been a while. That's a movie. That's a movie that's be a good rewatch. It's been a few years. It's been last time I probably rewatched that movie was probably in the middle 2000s, like 2013, 2014, when I didn't have. It was a good period where I was living on my own, didn't have cable, so old DVDs and shit would have got watched, and that would have been the era I've seen Dead Presidents last. Why do I have this feeling that's coming to a Walmart near you? You talk about the trampling? Well, if you're talking about us being in camps at those Walmarts, definitely. He would have been a good president, but he was smart enough not to want the job. Maybe. Like I said, he was in some demonic shit. Yeah, Dead President's movie did have Chris Tucker. Yeah, Chris Tucker was in it. And wasn't he a dope head in that movie too? But he was on some heavy shit. He wasn't just weed in that movie. He was always playing. And that's kind of why he stopped doing the Friday movies, because he was always playing a dope head in some form of fashion. Color blindness is a tool of white supremacy culture, Casino. Don't you know? I don't understand why they washed the stage. There was money given away. Sorry, no one is famous enough to rush the stage. Why they rush the stage? Like there was money given away. I don't know. Yeah, no one's famous enough for me to rush the stage. Except ironically, as much as jokes as I get, I am a Stevie Wonder fan. It's the one guy I want to see in concert since they killed Prince. Yeah, I can't get no respect. I feel like the Rodney Dangerfield of the fandom menace. Drake got them moist. Fight the power. Don't turn your clocks back. Oh shit! Is it time to turn the clocks back? I forgot all about that shit. Drake fans need there be another reasons. He splooges Heinz 57. I don't think that's what he meant. Drake from Drake and Josh. I can see why. Wait, isn't one of them a kitty toucher too? Drake from Drake and Josh. Like I think one of them likes kids too. Because we're talking about Drake and Millie Bobby Brown earlier. Bro, these mandates. The mandates are driving everyone crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Which one is this? I don't go to the Walmart's in Charlotte. I drive out to the South Carolina location. I'm not that far from there. So I don't know which one is that. Susan Rosenberg set off a pipe bomb in the Capitol building. She was pardoned by Clinton on his last day of office. I did not know that. Wow. Wow. Yeah, these mandate separation hit at home. Yeah, this mandate stuff is killing me. Absolutely killing me. Yeah, I'm a Stevie Wonder fan. Disease. All the jokes aside, that's one guy I would actually want to see in concert. Hot take: that show should have been shut down in the afternoon when the security failure happened. Probably yes. Susan was a comrade of Bolden that hit a brink truck in the 80s. I see. Got a yup. From Rough Girl, the Walmart here is nasty. Yeah, the Walmart. The closest Walmart in Charlotte to me is disgusting. And then there's another one that I would sometimes go to because it was close to a friend's house, and that was also disgusting. It's on 74. I think I know. I don't know if I know that particular Walmart, but I know that local area. You don't do daylight saving time here. Yeah. All right, we got one more story to tell. I've been rambling with you guys. It's been really good. People finally left. Yeah, Forbidden Ruin says Dems love their terrorists. Yeah, they love the communists too. Oh, are you in Indianapolis? Maybe you are. Yeah, they don't do daylight saving time there. I think there's a few other places. All right. So I wanted to talk about this thing. And unfortunately, I don't have as much time as usual, running late, because that's how I do things, how I roll. Um, so what the fuck is happening on these fucking movie sets? We have, first off, we have two incidents with my man Harrison Ford. He almost died filming The Force Awakens, The Farce Awakens, or The Force Awakens, if you prefer. The first of the sequel trilogy, because J.J. Abrams, who is a complete idiot. If you're wondering, is this guy just dumb at movie plots, or is he an idiot in general? No, he's an idiot in general. So they spend some of this incredible budget to build a actual working trap door, and they almost chopped, and I'm not joking, they almost chopped Harrison Ford in half. They only got his foot or his leg, and they broke his leg. But it could have been him. It could have broke Harrison Ford into pieces with a working door. So there's that. It was like a door that's shut. I can't. I'm doing a visual even though I'm not on camera. But they gave a fully functional door that almost broke Harrison Ford's legs. Then of course he got on set, tore a shoulder muscle or a rotator cuff or something like that. Of course, he's a near 80-year-old man. It had a lot to do with it. But outside of just his injuries on the set, I brought up the craziness with that. Instead of just having a door open like normal, where they have like people pull on something, they had it work so it functioned. It had a like a pressure pneumatic pump, and so it shut. Broke his leg. We talked about the old Batman films. On The Dark Knight, somebody died filming The Dark Knight. Not just obviously Heath Ledger passed a little bit after, and I wouldn't party with any Olsen twins if I were you, but somebody in the filming on the crew of The Dark Knight died. So those are older incidents, and now we have more recent incidents. Obviously, it's huge in the news. We know what happened with Rust. Alec Baldwin, was it last week or the week before, was able to shoot somebody and sleep in his own bed that evening. I don't know if that would have happened to any of you if you would have gotten to an incident like he did, but he was able to shoot somebody, sleep in his own bed. Oh, he feels bad. I think him, the armorer, the assistant director need to be put in jail for quite a while for causing that death. But then we also have Ruby Rose, her allegations of how unsafe that movie set or that filming set was, and even outside of her allegations, which there's pushback towards, but we do know somebody was paralyzed. That's not an opinion. That's a fact. Somebody was paralyzed on the Batwoman set. We know Ruby Rose herself had surgery of resulting from injuries on the Batwoman set, and she alleged there were even more people who had injuries, including a guy who got his face burnt off. And now we have this. After all that, as another crew member on one of these sets, he's found dead filming in Morocco. What the fuck is happening on these film sets to where they're that fucking dangerous? And yeah, you can. This is why I don't want to see the damn movie. I felt that Indiana Jones is already dead. Yeah, you can survive a nuclear blast. You get in the Fred says disease. Yeah, I'm that's why I'm not a fan. I have no interest in seeing creepy mannequins in the chat, because this is the scene of Indiana Jones 4. At least this image where it's a nuclear test. He gets into a refrigerator and he's all fine. It's a stupid scene, and it was like, okay, this movie's done. And this is why I don't want to see Indiana Jones 5 at all, even if it wasn't going to be woke and made by Phoebe Waller-Bridge. But somebody died on the set. And Nick Kupak was apparently dead, found dead in his hotel. What? As production was supposed to film a scene setting a rickshaw. What? So he was dead in his hotel. He died of natural causes. The cause of his death has not been publicly disclosed. Man, I know some people get mad when I go conspiracy theory. I know since your dildos, Joe, everything's the Illuminati. Brother, you're telling me this guy just randomly died in this hotel, natural causes? I don't know, man. They said the same thing about Isaac Cappy, man. I don't know, man. I don't know what's happening in the set. I don't know what's happening on the set. I don't know if he was, I'm glad I'm not the only one to say, wait a second. Natural causes in his hotel? The fuck out of here. Cameron Pasha was on this very channel telling you how these execs work. Telling you. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can pull the fucking video of the Culture Crime Files episode. Noble Iro, aka All Thinker. I know you love Matt so much. But I gotta show this video, Cameron Pasha, of us talking about, he was talking about the Mossad. He was talking about the exec. I hope I can fucking find the actual clip. But he was talking about this exec who threatened the life of another exec. Hollywood's a dangerous motherfucking place. I absolutely do not believe this motherfucker died of natural causes. Nope. Don't believe it. Not even going to entertain it for a thought. Not even going to. And I didn't pre-read this story. A lot of times I pre-read stories. I did not read this one previously to coming on air. So in one regard, I apologize for that, but I guess you guys get a fresher view of me. So hold on a second. I'm about to actually go off camera. Oh, and I'm already off camera, I think, but it'll change the screen if I haven't already to appear bigger. There I go. So I can see if I can find me, Matt, and Cameron Pasha talk about what goes on in Hollywood. So hold on a second and actually let me mute. And then we will yeah. Natural causes. I've heard that too. Natural causes is a way of saying CIA. Ooh, the Most High is with me. First try, I find the spot. What Cameron Pasha is telling you how Hollywood works. So let's see. Let's get it queued up. And you can hear Cameron Pasha tell you himself. Okay. So we'll get a little pre-roll of some other stuff. But this is what. Oh, this is front of camera face. Listen to him. No, you guys can't hear the video. No. God damn it, man. Fuck you, StreamYard. Like, I don't have time for this shit. Every fucking time I need this shit to fucking just work. I had the shit signed up to just fucking work. It's not fucking muted. It's this fucking app. Why am I paying this shit every fucking month if you don't fucking work? Fuck, man. For fuck's sake, I can't do this fucking show. God damn it, man. Like, I'm sorry to freak out like that, but this shit keeps happening where I got this shit queued up and the fucking sound doesn't work. And it's like it's on StreamYard. I hear the sound. The sound is playing through my speakers. StreamYard just says I don't fucking want to work. And I have to fucking deal with it. For fuck's sake. I can't do the fucking show every fucking time I want to play a fucking video. It's this. And I'm sure this is going to be clipped into a goddamn rant, but it pisses me off, man. Like I put a lot of fucking work into this channel and into this show. And I'm like, I want you guys to get the best show I possibly can give you. So when I play a video, I don't want you to just hear me breathing. I want you guys to be able to hear it. And so when I have everything queued up right, there's nothing wrong. I have my shit unmuted. I have it sharing, and I have the audio working on the YouTube. So this should share, and it should just play, and it should just work. That's what's supposed to happen. This is not the first time this has happened, and it probably won't be the last time. And it pisses me off to no end. I just want the shit to work. I am paying you fuckers monthly. Work. Fucking work. Do what you're supposed to do. Fuck's sake, man. I'm going to unshare this shit and try to share this shit again and pray to the Most High that this is working. Good God, man. Every fucking time I want to play a goddamn video. Fuck, man. I feel like Snoop Dogg losing at Madden. I'm just losing my shit, but it's just like, okay. So I'm about to play this.
And he's a nice guy. He's one of these guys who just play.
Okay. Can you hear sound?
Yeah. And God bless him. Stanley Kubrick passed
don't
away
give them a
right
fucking dime.
movie, right?
What a coincidence.
Whatever.
Bad timing, I guess.
Nobody knows.
It's one of those movies you're like, there's no reason to make this movie. Why are you making this movie?
Can you guys hear this shit?
And suddenly, boom, he's gone. So whatever. Yeah. But,
you got the sound finally.
A major producer I'm working with who has multiple Oscar nominations, right? One of the biggest players.
So since you did the black woman clapping work, don't pay them a fucking dime. Fuck StreamYard. Fuck YouTube too. Fuck everything. God damn it. Okay, you guys can hear this shit. I'm going to just mute the mic because I'm fucking losing my shit, and just play it. Sheesh. So this is Cameron Pasha telling you how crazy Hollywood is, because this guy's apparently died from natural causes on his crew. That's where we were before I lost it. This guy supposedly died of natural causes. I wanted Cameron Pasha to tell the story about the exec that he was dealing with. So I'm about to show it. Yeah, this is the positive stream. Oh my God. I'm so mad about my job. I'm in general just mad. I'm mad as fuck. So all right, we're gonna play this. Now that it fucking wants to work, I'm gonna mute and woo-saw off stream. Yes, you can use OBS. You do not need StreamYards. That's absolutely correct. That's absolutely correct that you can do this without because I started off using OBS. My first few streams were using OBS, not StreamYard. And this is Cameron Pasha. He's a writer in Hollywood. He's written for a lot of things. And a lot of he's been a writer and a lot of direct. I don't know if he's directed anything, but I know he's been a writer. The Master Armorer was a she. I don't know if you noticed, if you looked that up. But yeah, it was a she. I would say her, the assistant director, Alec Baldwin. That's who I blame as well. I blame the same people for the Rust incident. And I know you guys are probably still reacting to me freak out. All right, I'm about to mute myself and play this. Let's go.
Passed away mysteriously right after making that movie, right?
What a coincidence.
Whatever.
Bad timing, I guess.
Nobody knows. It's one of those movies you're like, there's no reason to make this movie. Why are you making this movie? But he made this movie. And
real quick, we're ending off a conversation talking about Eyes Wide Shut and the fact that Stanley Kubrick mysteriously passed away right after making that movie. And Islington Girl trying instead of sandwiches, tosses a tip, which is much appreciated. You guys don't know how much your tips mean. Serenity dollars, 2 Serenity dollars. Thank you, Islington Girl. I appreciate it. I really do. All right, back to Cameron Pasha telling you how corrupt and evil.
And suddenly, boom, he's gone. So whatever. Yeah. But this is a major producer I'm working with who has multiple Oscar nominations, right? One of the biggest players in town. So his partner told me this story because this guy's a nice guy. But he's one of these guys that can really mess up your career if you crossed him, right? And he told me, oh, he's not the most dangerous guy in this town. His producing partner was like, he's not the most dangerous guy in this town. Let me tell you a story of that one time. This producer, Oscar-nominated producer, was working on a project, and there was an actor they wanted who had already committed to a deal with one of a big project that was championed by one of the studio heads, right? And so he basically had to talk with that actor. Maybe you can get out of that project and come to mine instead, right? Because that thing's like, it's not look like it's moving, right? He gets a phone call from the studio head, calls him and says, I hear you're trying to steal my actor. Let me explain something to you. You don't fuck with me. You fuck with me, I'm going to have your brake lines cut and you're going to die, right? And that wasn't the hyperbole threat of people on Twitter or random big shot lawyers saying, I want to ruin your life. It's a guy saying, look, I know, I got Mossad agents working for me. We'll take care of this. You don't fuck with my actor. And he hung up. He said, the producer walked out. He said, it's the only time I've ever seen my partner literally said, for the first time understood the idea of having the blood drain from your face. He said he was pale as a ghost. He said, yeah, we're done. No more communication with that actor. Because he's like,
so yeah, that's Hollywood. That's Hollywood. I'm looking at my face. The blood drain from my face. I damn near look as light as Matt. I'm like, oh shit, bro. Oh, I was a younger and more innocent vigilante back then. So yeah, that's Hollywood in the back. I know you guys are just, yeah, he dropped Mossad. Yeah, that's the stream. Of course it's Mossad. Hey, you know what? Me losing my shit. You guys have paid for my StreamYards, which doesn't do anything. That 70s rock fan tipped 10, Rough Girl tipped 5, and I saw Juice Cannon 84, aka Loose Cannon 84, tipped $1. Let me see what you guys were saying. Juice Cannon said nothing, just $1. $5 from Rough Girl because we care, and $10 from that 70s rock fan. Some freedom from StreamYards money, my friend. Thank you indeed. Fuck you, StreamYards. Holy shit. Yeah, I lost my shit. Completely lost my shit. So thank you for your tips. Yeah, Hollywood is still run from that's where they started off. It was mob shit. The early actresses were all legit prostitutes. So yeah, the Masada are often people in Hollywood. That's what Cameron Pasha told you on this channel. On this channel, he told you that. So I don't believe this is just some death. And this is why, by the way, Central Dildo gave me so much shit for me having some suspect thoughts about what happened on the Rust. But this is why Hollywood is corrupt. Hollywood is evil, bro. And I'm having connection issues. I'm having connection issues, so if I robot, I apologize. Of course I'm having connection issues. I'm having mental issues. I don't know what else to say about this shit because I'm losing my shit. I'm still angry. You know what? This is fucked up. This is fucked up. I don't think this guy just died. I don't know enough details, and I don't think this bounding article is going to have enough of the details of what happened. But something funky happened, and you can see Hollywood has a history of funky things happening, man. Funky to say the least. Just outright evil shit happening. So I don't buy the company line when it comes to that. So we will see what happens to that. I'm gonna toss up a meme of the day if I can find one quick enough, because I actually got somewhere to be, and I'm as per usual, running late. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, this one.
6-year-old.
And this is an interesting one. Let's hopefully this will play. Let's see. And then we'll do the meme of the day. Positive story. This one I probably should have played before the election in Virginia, because I think this is of a Virginia school meeting.
6-year-old son.
And this is this was the worst casual episode, because there's nothing casual about this, because this is supposed to be, this is going to decompress me as a creator from a lot of the week, a lot of the craziness of the week. Yeah, it's not just sad, it's my sad, ha ha ha. But yeah, Hollywood equals DC, agreed. Loose cannon. It's interesting. The CCP owns Hollywood to use the Messiah to do their dirty work. This has been one world government for a long time, bro. This idea that these are different governments this is one world government, and that they'll use different organizations for different methods. And happy early birthday, Rough Girl. You don't have to give anything you guys, your attention, your shares, your likes are more than enough. So thank you for the tips. Thank you for all the tips I got. Conspiracy or not, I've seen Cameron on multiple streams. I get a bad connection when he talks about Disney. Yeah, I think he probably knows more than I do, and then a lot of us, about how Disney really gets down. And Disney's known to really get down crazy. Really get down crazy if you know about the MK Ultra situation. Drop in the chat on my stream tomorrow. You can just chill. I won't actually be on the panel. All right, I will try to drop in the chat. And yeah, we want a really good birthday stream. Cool. Don't talk about Andrew Jackson or the diabetic Indian. This diabetic Indian might explode. We don't want you to explode. We'll talk about a little bit of evil before getting out here in the meme of the day. Not as funny as most of them. But this was in Loudoun County. This is the same school system that brought to you sexual assaults by guys in the girls' bathroom. That brought to you, put you on the school board terrorist list if you say the wrong things. They also brought to you this. So let's listen to this woman's story. Hopefully you'll be able to hear it so I don't rant again, and then we will try to give you some positive news before getting out of here. Yes, there is indeed one. If I want to go, the simplest one is easy to go with Marvel. Sana Amanat, cousin of Huma Aberdeen, huge member of the Obama administration and Hillary's personal lover, allegedly. So there you go. Here's more Loudoun County for you. And yeah, I've covered this on the channel. If you fight against critical race theory, you're a terrorist. I've covered this on the channel. And Disease says when he was 6, he was evil. Well, that's your business. So all right, let's play this and hopefully you can hear it.
6-year-old somberly came to me and asked me if she was born evil because she was a white person, something she learned in a history lesson at school. Now you've covered up a rape, then arrested, humiliated, and falsely accused her parents of being domestic terrorists. I wish I could return my kids to LCPS. Private school's expensive, and I want my kids to be able to walk home from school with their friends in their own community. I refuse to allow you to destroy our schools. They are not your schools. They are our schools.
Okay, that's the meme of the day. Again, a lot more depressing and dark than what we really get. I don't know if you need to, like, I don't know what happened, Toxic Man Flu, and I like Matt a lot, but you feel how you feel. There are times where like people's jokes piss me off. So if you got pissed off by a joke, got pissed off. And yeah, you said Indian. I live in Arizona and lived around Indians my whole life. No one likes being called indigenous, just like no one likes being called a person of color or BIPOC or Latinx or women with the X, Xing. No one likes any of this shit they're pushing on us. No one likes any of this shit. And yeah, she's a terrorist because she doesn't want her 6-year-old to be called evil. How dare her? Secretary of State was drilled by Congress from his memo to the FBI and a memo between the FBI and the Department of Education. Yeah, we covered some of that. I didn't cover necessarily the Secretary of State's role in it, but I definitely covered that or at least from what the post-millennial said. Sorry to stutter. It was the Biden administration, and so maybe that's what they meant by that. But yeah, if you go to a school, and I don't know I've seen this before. That's a meme. You're a terrorist. You go to a school and you say the wrong thing, you're a terrorist. And hell, Red Gaze. Long time no see. It's funny, Culture Casino was in the chat earlier, and the last time I've streamed with Red Gaze, I think was with Culture Casino on one of his Sundays, which showed you how long it's been because it's been a while. The FBI and all those 3-letter organizations are evil. And it's funny because that was in Virginia. That's where all that shit is. And Fizz said earlier, I meant to get the comment, Disney's powerful in the most small countries. Shit, they're more powerful in the most big countries as well. I just call people Native American who were here before everyone else. Don't know if it's offensive. Seeing the most accurate. Yes. Thank God Merrick Garland isn't on the Supreme Court. All right, I am rushing. I don't need to apologize. He said he was joking about Jackson being his favorite. Better to come on next time and tell everyone Jackson set them straight. Yeah, he says a lot of jokes. Listen, I'm not a cancel culture guy, but I am also not if you get offended, you get offended. You know what I mean? There are definitely jokes I've heard from people in the community that have pissed me off. And I'm like, and I'm not gonna act like I'm not pissed off when I hear it. You guys know I'm pretty good about a joke, but I mean, I'm human too. So you can apologize. Maybe you should. I don't know what else was said, but don't feel bad about feeling bad. It is what it is. It doesn't mean Mad's a terrible person. It just wires get crossed. When they're talking about defund the Popo, they weren't saying not any of those 3-letter organizations. They didn't mean the FBI. They didn't mean CIA. They didn't mean all these other demonic organizations. Yeah. Yeah, Mad does, that trolling, that's kind of his gimmick. But sometimes if you have a troll gimmick, you're going to succeed. But let's talk. You know what? We are done with the negativity. This was supposed to be a decompression. It's obviously been unsuccessful. Let's talk about something positive. Now, I know none of you rapscallions did this when you were kids because you were all evil assholes. But this one kid in Ohio, really good kid, this doorbell camera, this Ring, shout out to Ring, invading on everyone's privacy. This kid put candy back because he saw an empty bowl. So Dylan Sutter, trick-or-treating on Halloween, came across a house with an empty candy bowl, and that's when he decided to reach into his own bag and leave a handful of candy for other kids. His mother, Sarah, didn't notice him do it as they continued to trick-or-treat. But when they got home on Facebook, she was tagged in the local community post because of the post was already going viral on a local level. Who would have thought this one random act of kindness would have got so much attention? One problem, mama, it makes all the times you think you're failing as a parent, put things in the perspective that we are doing something right. Good to see that it's we, because if it was just you, it's gonna, where's the daddy? But here's the video, and I don't know if you guys can hear it, but this is, I guess he's dressed as a businessman. He's looking for candy. He looks, he says, "Oh shit, there's no candy." He's about to walk away. He says, "You know what? Fuck it, man. I'll hook up the next kids." He's zooming to something. I'll make sure the next few kids are hooked up. Ran off. There you go. Cute kid. Cute story. Something positive, something bright to end this crazy ass episode of Vigilante Williamson Show. This is the 75th episode. I guess this is sort of a milestone episode. So I want to thank all of you. Integrity Bowl. Yeah, that is how you raise your kids. Shout out to the parents out there who have the hardest job of any group of parents ever because of how society is. I want to thank all of you for watching this show. It's a great turnout. Please like, share. If you came late, which happens, it's better to come late than early. Please rewatch the stream if you can. We will have some clips up a little bit later. Got to go make a run real quick. I want to thank you all for being here. We will also be here later tonight. I don't know if we're going to do that every week. I definitely think I'm going to do this show during the day, do a Vigilante Williamson show during the day every week. But this week we'll still do late Saturday night with Vigilante Williamson. Maybe I'll play some games. I haven't played video games in a while. Should talk about it. No, listen, you feel how you feel, bro. You feel how you feel. And yeah, I'm the one who's going to tell you about emotional outbursts on streams. Yeah, right. I'm definitely the person for that. And I'm sorry, Red Gaze. You unfortunately did. Speaking of which, this is, by the way, just received out from under his first Comic Gate book. So shout out to that. So Red Gaze, unfortunately, you did. This is the song that never ends. This is, but I appreciate you being here. Oh, I almost played the regular theme instead of the ending theme. There we go. So there's the ending music that you may or may not hear. Who knows what's going on with the technical issues with StreamYard. So unfortunately, Red Gaze came at the end, but it's better late than never, Red Gaze. Please, if you have any time, watch some of the playback or at least check out clips. I thank you. And check out Red Gaze's channel too, especially if you're interested in comics. Stream Elements, since you Dildo's favorite person. Toxic Man Flu. There you go. Brightest Day. Sentient Dildo again. Get with the Gaze agenda. He's promoting Red Gaze. Buzz from everybody. Salute from everybody. We also had both girls. If I can find, Islington Girl. Where's Islington Girl? There you go. Got Islington Girl and Rough Girl for the female persuasion. Wookiee Supremacy. Forbidden Ruin. Loose Cannon 84. Toxic Man Flu again. It's okay. Culture Casino was here for a little bit. Who else was here? You guys were going off in the chat. That 70s Rock Fan, Thinker, aka Noble Iro, who was also here. Brightest Day, how can I forget Brightest Day? Cold Era, can never forget Cold Era. Disease, Loose Cannon 84. Again, if I said it twice, just as nice. Sherry, how did I forget Sherry? Sherry, thank you, Sherry. I think that may be it for that. I want to thank everybody who gave me a super chat or a tip, which was, Juice Cannon 84, Islington Girl, Toxic Man Flu, Rough Girl, and that 70s. Thank you all for your tips. They are much appreciated. If you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged to share and subscribe, please do that. And even if you do none of these things, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Good night. Well, not good night. Good afternoon. God bless. I will see you all later tonight. Peace.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to skate uphill.
Peace. Oh, damn it, Ann.